if I had to guess, right now you are spending over 20 hours a week doing tasks that other members of your team can and should be doing for you. Why? Because we, as the founders, have all of this information trapped inside of our heads, and until we can get all of that information out of our heads and into documented processes and systems that our team can follow without us, then our business and our team will always be dependent on us. So, in this video, I want to break down exactly how we help founders get all of that unique genius and information out of their brains and into a system that unlocks a self-sufficient team and a company that ultimately grows faster and without a day-to-day dependency on the founder. So let's dive into this. And as a pro tip, I'm going to share an AI tool that is going to help you do this faster and easier than it has ever been before. So the first thing we need to figure out is, where do we need to install these processes and these systems? The place to look is your calendar. Where are you currently spending time? What are the tasks that continuously wind up on your plate? What are the questions that your team is coming to you with again and again and again? What are the problems that keep cropping up that drag you back into the weeds? I like to say that your business will always speak to you. Your business, by sending you those questions, those decisions, those problems, those tasks, your business is giving you data. It's giving you a map pointing you exactly towards where your business is still dependent and where your team is still dependent. And that map is going to tell us where we need to install better systems and better processes. So take a moment, think about it, maybe even brain dump it on a piece of paper. What are the day-to-day tasks, problems, and decisions that your team is still coming to you for, that your business or your clients are still reliant on you for? Make that list. Okay, great. So that is your map. That is where we start. Because I always say, if you don't have a system, then you are the system. And it is really frustrating, it is really annoying, and it is really expensive for you to be a system. Like, think about that for a moment. How much do you pay yourself an hour? Let's say you pay yourself $100 an hour. And let's say that you are doing 10 hours a week of things that a system plus your team should actually be doing for you. All right, 10 hours a week times $100 an hour, that's $1,000 a week, times 4 weeks, that's $4,000 a month. ClickUp costs $200 a month. So we are literally spending $4,000 to do a thing that we could do for $200. That is enormously expensive. And do you know what that's coming out of? Your profit. When we have to spend our time doing all of the things because we have a lack of systems in place, we are costing ourselves profit. Systems is one of what I call a hidden profit center inside of your business. It is the profit hiding in plain sight in things as simple as how we use our time and how well documented our systems and processes are. So there are actually 6 hidden profit centers inside of your business. And when we add these all up, we often find that our clients are wasting 6, if not 7 figures a year in hidden profit that exists, profit that is yours, but is hiding in plain sight until you find it and reclaim it. So to help with this, we created what we call the Hidden Profit Finder. It takes 10 minutes. And this quick diagnostic is going to walk you through your business and find the hidden profit centers inside your company and what you can do tomorrow to find that hidden profit and reclaim it for free inside of your business. So if you want that, that is right there in the description. Go ahead, grab that link, fill it out, and if it tells you that systems are one of the hidden profit centers that's currently costing you a ton of money, that is what this video is all about. So let's get back into it. How do we build systems so that we no longer are this system and we can step ourselves out of that role? Okay, so we've done our brain dump. We know exactly where systems need to be installed. How do we then get all of the information out of our brain and into that system? There is an AI tool that I have found that I absolutely love called Scribe. You can look it up, it's scribehow.com. And essentially all you need to do is that the next time you go to do this task or do this process, you just turn it on. It will screen record you as you go through the process, and then it will spit out a final polished SOP. So just by doing the task once and having this screen recording in, the AI will then take that and break it down into a clear SOP that your team can follow. It's absolutely magic, it's amazing, and it makes the process of getting all of these steps and all of this information out of your brain, right? As you're doing it, you can narrate, here's what I'm thinking of, here's what I'm doing, here's why I'm doing it this way. And you can take all of that critical thinking and get it down on paper. So awesome. Super cheap, super simple. We can get that thing done immediately. And most of the time, my clients will come back to me and they'll be like, cool, Jhana, did it. It's all documented. There's all these SOPs. My team aren't following them. My team aren't doing them correctly. My team are still coming back to me with problems, with questions. It didn't work. So why didn't it work? Or better question, what do we need to do differently so that our team not only has the SOP, but actually follows it? This is where we get into my number one hack around SOPs and processes, which is right now, you own this task, right? In your business, you're the one showing up every single day, you're doing it. You own these problems, you own these decisions, you own these questions, you own these processes. It's all in your brain, of course you own it. And when we get it down on paper, when we build it into an SOP or we build it into a system, and then we give that system to our team, very, very important. When we do that, we have to transfer ownership of that process to our team. What does that sound like? What it sounds like is, hey, I've been doing this thing, but actually this belongs to you. This falls under your role, and I believe you have every capability to do this as well as, if not better, than me. Here is the SOP where I have documented out all of the steps that I take to achieve this task. This is yours now. This task, with me transferring this SOP to you, this belongs to you. This is your process. The challenges that you run into running this process, those are yours. The questions that come up as you're moving through this process, those are yours. And the responsibility of not just taking and mastering this process, but of actually innovating on it and making it better over time, this is yours now. This SOP, it's just a rough draft. It's just my best guess. It's just the way that I've been doing it so far. With this, I want you to take it and make it better. What do you need from me by way of coaching or training to master this process so that you can take it on and you can run with it? When we roll out SOPs that way, a couple of things happen. Number one, our team takes ownership, not just for clicking the buttons and checking things off the list. They take ownership for the outcome. They take ownership for making sure that the end result is correct, is accurate, is quality. They take ownership for all the problems that they run into and all the questions that they have and all of the challenges that they hit in the process of making that happen. It belongs to them now, not you. Versus when we just take this SOP and we say, hey, do it exactly this way, then what we are saying is, hey, I still own this process. You just click the buttons. And if you have any problems around how to click the buttons, where do you have to go? You have to come back to me because it's my process, not yours. Versus we transfer ownership. We give our team access to the documentation and the training that they need to fully understand that process, the critical thinking behind it, the skills that go into it. But then we transfer ownership to them. So now as they're taking that SOP and they're running with it, they're solving their own problems. They're answering their own questions. They're taking responsibility for achieving the result, and they are doing that without you, or at least with way less input and problem solving needed from you. So it's not enough to just document. We have to transfer ownership. And then we get the unique advantage of when that process can or should be updated, they don't come back to us because it's not our process. It's their job to figure out how to make it better and therefore consistently make your business better over time. This is how we unlock innovation, proactivity, creativity from our team. And it all comes down to not whether or not there's an SOP, but how we roll it out and transfer ownership of that to our team. Okay, so now we understand not just how to get the info out of our brain, but how to do it in such a way where our team will actually take that and run with it. SOPs, documentation, this is just one of so many systems that we need to install inside of our business to ultimately unlock maximum growth, maximum scalability, and maximum profit. So what I went ahead and did was create a separate video walking through what are all the rest of the systems that we need to unlock maximum profit inside our company. You can check it out over here. It breaks down all of the critical systems that your business needs to grow and scale past 7 figures to 8 figures and beyond successfully. I will see you over there.